Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Uh, I'm continuing off of the previous stream, continuing to build this web browser game, um, a recreation of the Suika game. If you're tuning in for the first time, Suika Game is a pretty simple game where you drop fruit on top of each other, and if two of the same fruit uh, hit each, contact each other, they combine to form a bigger fruit. And once you get to a watermelon, which is the biggest fruit, it disappears, which clears up space for you to drop more fruit. And if you get to the top of the box, then it's game over. So, pretty simple game, but I took it as an opportunity to learn WebGL, which is something I've always heard about, but I've had no experience up until now. So what I have so far, if I open up the terminal, um, I'll also need to open up the directory and the files probably that I will be modifying. So let me start the server. Started the server. Now, this is what I have from the previous stream, uh, which is uh, as simple as this looks. I spent a lot of time getting to this point. Yeah, so uh, I have rendered a circle and I drew this watermelon, and now I'm able to show this watermelon. Obviously, this isn't ideal. The watermelon seems to be a bit too small, and it's off center, not in the center, and there's these green lines going off of it. So, in this stream, I hope to fix these issues as well as to um, continue on other things. So up until now, I've just kept um, a to-do list in the back of my head, but I think I should probably start to compose a document for it, or else I might forget all the things that I think about. So I'll put it in a README. Uh, Also useful in case if in the future, I come back after years and kind of forget how everything's set up. Good to have a README file. Um, so I know how to run this. Okay. And the browser has to support um, Canvas, 2D Canvas, or just Canvas? Canvas and WebGL. Yeah, okay. Now to do. To do. So there's a few things I've tossed out in previous streams of things that I need to look into. So one of them, first thing, it was the gravity. So with this game, you drop fruit from the top of the box, and then they just travel down until they hit either the bottom of the box or land on other fruit. So one of the things I need to implement or find a third party library for is the gravity, as well as object interaction. That means when fruit bump into each other, they sort of bounce apart. So that's also something to, that needs to be implemented. And so these I'm thinking are going to be done in JavaScript. I originally thought that might be WebGL because I hear about WebGL being used for games, but turns out WebGL is really only related to graphics and rendering graphics. So for the object interactions, so and the animations, those will still be in JavaScript. Gravity, object interactions. Oh, and one thing I thought of in the previous stream that I might not have talked about is, or well, I kind of demonstrated because remember there was I have a floating cube and this rotating circle, and the render was clobbering each other, meaning that it would only render the final thing that I say to render. So that would either be the cube or the circle, but not both. So I need a way to how to render multiple objects at the same time. And this would be a WebGL question. Now, just this circle and the image, I need to how to properly scale a texture image. Yeah. So these are the questions I have so far. And then we'll have to also uh yeah, one more thing is when I see this circle rotating, it's actually the camera that's rotating and not the circle itself. So we need to fix that. All right. Um so I'm thinking that I will deal with this one first. How to properly scale a texture. 2 unit quad. So let's turn off the rotation. So that would be in the draw circle method. Init texture. normal. Yeah. So it's rotating about the z-axis. Just turn that off for now. Okay, so it kind of seems that it's taking up a quarter. The texture is taking up a quarter of the entire image. So let's see what we can do about that. The Stack Overflow article I just read talked about something like making it double the quad. Believe I know what that means. It'll double in both the x and y, so it'll basically be 4 times. Texture buffer, init texture buffer, normal, init index, circle, circle, times 2. Let's try 4. And then stops, I set it to 100. Let's try just 64. The less steps, the less complicated, the less objects on the screen, the faster it'll run. So if I do 64 over there, I need to also change it in the here. No texture with height. So I might be doing it wrong. Instead of, yeah, instead of having width height, instead of setting or doubling the circle, it might be I need to double the texture. And that would be here. But we'll take it. We'll make the changes one at a time, so we don't have too many moving pieces at the same time. Load shader, load texture. Ah, sorry, wasn't gonna change that. All right, but now I need to look for the other location where I was setting the slices. Right here. All right, vertex count. Um, that makes it clearer. All right, let's see what happens. Nothing. So nothing happened, but you can see the edges are a little. They're the resolution is less, but so we know that that didn't do anything when I did 4. So we'll just move it back. We'll change it back down to 2, and then here we'll update this to double it. All right, but so and the edges was just bubble. Clamp to edge. linear. I might have to look up these wrap S, wrap T. But it seems like so setting the number of stops, which is number of slices, to 64, it seems to be fine as a circle. So I'll just leave it like that. Uh, but let's see. So load texture, internal format. Init circle buffer, position 0, 0, and it goes around it once, so it also is negative. Times 2. What if I just do 1? Okay. Yeah, so when it so basically the texture is half of the texture is half of the circle. Field of view, aspect, canvas, width, height, translate, model view, negative 0, 0. Set circle position attribute, set circle attribute. Let's see, set circle position attribute. Set circle attribute. Color, texture, circle attribute. Buffers dot circle. Buffers dot circle. Init circle buffer. Vertex position, a vertex position. A vertex position and a texture chord. Just optimizing something. Okay, vertex position and texture chord. Vertex position and texture chord. Draw circle. So there might be an issue with this, which I made a note earlier that I need to look up. So that's in the load texture. Draw circle. Circle position attribute. Circle attribute. Hmm. Buffers dot circle. Circle attribute. Buffers dot circle. Texture chord. vertex position. Yep, vertex position and texture chord should correspond to these. Vertex position and texture chord. Okay. Yeah, so just my guess would be that it's not snapping it correctly to the circle, not snapping the texture to the circle. Yeah, I'm gonna change these around because I keep looking in the wrong file, and I think it's because I'm used to seeing it here. Okay, so let's see. Right, should be in this one, in the low texture. Wait, low texture is in here. Wait, no, it's in here. Low texture, right here. Mm, mm. So this is specifying. Mm, mm. So I also noticed that internal format, there's a width and height, but it's not here. So I'm gonna add it here. Internal format with height border. See if that'll fix things. Nope. Let's try without the. Hmm. Array buffer view not big enough for request. Okay. Text image 2D. So I think it's interesting that that when it loads before the image, it loads a entirely blue circle, which is this part of the code. After it loads the image, line texture, it has it's not loading. Maybe I need a frame buffer. Frame buffer. File it away in the README. Render multiple objects at the same time. Okay. For later. Weird rendering. So WebGL circle. Texture. Zero to one. At the center circle, then draw the vertex at the contour. Use cosine angle times radius. For x, sine, since texture coordinates are s and t are in the range of 0 to 1, is okay. Interesting. For the vertex at the center of the circle, 0.5, 0.5. Let's see how they're doing that. I think I understand. So that would be in the circle buffer. Positions in its circle buffer, position, circle position, init position, circle position. I remember seeing a dot operation. See if I can find it. Set circle position attribute. Set position attribute. Set circle position attribute. Buffers dot circle position. Circle vertex. Am I doing this right? Set circle attribute. Set circle attribute. Bind buffer. Enable vertex. Texture chord. Yeah, that's not circle position. Buffers dot circle position. Let's do it here. So let us do a dot operation. Let's see. Max dot dot normal matrix. I wonder if I can do this. Scale it. Scale it. Scale this. Positions. Linear algebra. N times 1. I don't know if this is gonna work. Let's see. Yeah, we're gonna have to be safe, just do it here. Um, let's see. So you add 1 and then you divide by 2. So it's gonna scale it. No buffer is bound to enable draw arrays. Uh, hmm, well, let's see if there's something I forgot to undo. And this is why it's important to version control things. Okay. Okay, so yeah, I did right here. So 254 in module. Forgot to revert a change. There is no circle position. Yeah, perfect. Cool. So we got our texture to fill up the circle in its entirety, but the circle is off center because by default circles go from +1 to -1 unit circle. So, but the texture goes from 0 to 1, so it's just in the one quadrant. So that's interesting that that works. Now let's but I want to see if I can make the center of the circle 0 0. Make the center the center. Yeah. So this was helpful. Draw circle. S and T. Yeah. Um, WebGL. Circle texture negative S and T. Let's see if it knows what I mean. Texture negative values. Fluid dynamics. Let's see. Was it here? Modules? No, it's game. Where I commented out the part that um the optimization part for power of 2. Hmm. Offset. Okay, texture wrap S. Let's see what that's all about. Text parameter. Geotexture 2D. Cube map 3D. Mag filter. Magnification filter. Nearest. Min filter. Minification filter. Okay, wrapping function for texture as default value. Clamp to edge. Mirror repeat. Hmm. WebGL. Only Step mode. There is also this offset that I can try. Vertex attrib pointer. See what this does. Finds the buffer. Normalize. -1, 1. Oh, okay. So maybe it's the. I should do a. Instead of unsigned, it should be signed. Set circle position. Well, it's a float. Yeah, flow, it doesn't matter. Hmm. Right. So it seems like circle position attribute vertex position, and vertex position is in hmm, render. I'm wondering if I can have it in the fragment shader B vertex chord. B vertex chord. Hmm. So v vertex chord versus vertex position. No. So v texture chord versus the vertex position should be different. Texture chord. So vertex position should go from -1 to 1, whereas texture chord should go from 0 to 1. So texture. Okay, so unsigned byte is unsigned byte is just 0. 0 is the minimum. There's no negative numbers, and it's only being used for the color. So not the low texture. Low texture. Update texture. All right. Um. Okay. So circle buffer. I need a circle texture buffer. Texture buffer. Texture chord. Texture chord. Texture coordinates. Circle texture. Init texture buffer. Okay. Init circle buffer. Init circle texture buffer. Two. Yes. Okay. So now the texture goes from negative or from 0 to 1. And the position is negative 1 to 1. Draw circle, set circle. Okay, now back up here. Okay, yeah. So set circle position, set circle attribute. Now let's see which one is setting the texture. Let's see. Set texture attribute. Okay, so that's the circle. Yep. Circle texture. Buffers dot circle texture. Buffers dot circle texture. Okay, yes. All right, let's give it a go. Try it out. Ah, awesome. Perfect. This is what we wanted. And so that's this one. How to properly scale a texture up to an image. For a circle specifically. How to render. And let's do this one next. How to rotate object instead of camera. Unit circle. Yep, unit circle. That's what I was talking about earlier. Trigonometry. Hey, back to high school math. So stay in school, kids, because you never know when things will come up that uh, you know, uh, back in school, back in 11th grade for me, uh, the teacher posed a question, like, or not the question, but just remarked that you kids probably wonder when, like, why learn this? When will it ever be useful? Well, right now. Unit circle. At the top is what? Okay. Basic third grade math. Okay. Okay. Updates to our sheet. Okay. So we in the vertex we need to pass in a rotation. Mm, that's cool. So it's rotating about that point. But let me first commit this. A good. It is a good um place. Everything's stable. Okay. The 19th. All right. Now, time to start changing things around again. So back to our shader. So interestingly, in the tutorial, they do not have the rotation inside the um, shader, but because we're rotating the entire scene, so that's where it was different. Okay, circle vertex shader, uniform U rotation. Mat 4, back to So this is interesting. We're able to pass in using JavaScript. Yeah, it's pretty cool actually. So we're dragging a spot on a WebGL rendered circle, unit circle. So that's another thing. Object interactions with each other. Object interactions by the user. Set the rotation. Yeah, so it's interesting too that we can move it. Uniform to FB. Three. Hmm. Let's see how it's okay. How it's rotating currently. Draw in the draw scene. Okay, so it's mat4 dot rotate. So it's using mat4. by so by a certain factor, and then around whichever axes. Cube rotation, draw circle, circle rotation, geomatrix, methods, rotate, mat 4, rotate, mat, rotate. Hmm. Rotates a 4-dimension matrix by the given angle around the given axis. Around the x-axis, y-axis, z-axis. Out A. Out is the receiving matrix. A is the matrix to rotate. So it could be the same thing. Okay, yeah, could be the same. So I'm thinking that I'd be rotating the, instead of the model view matrix, I'd be rotating the position. Something like this. That's the radian and the axis. All right, give it a shot. Ah, I closed down the server. Okay, not rotating. Circle position, circle texture. Nope, not rotating. Oh, set circle attribute. That's setting the circle texture chord. Circle position. Circle position. That's setting the circle, the vertex position. Hmm. Um. Is binding the buffer circle texture to the texture coordinate program info. Texture coordinate enable. Buffers dot circle texture. XYZ. Circle rotation. Draw circle. Let's see. Cube rotation 0.0 delta time. So let's see. Load texture. Init texture, update texture. Yeah, render. There we go. Render. So circle texture, load texture, render. So delta time, draw scene. Okay. Okay, cube. Yeah, so using the same rotation, cube rotation. Cube rotation, which is just the delta time. But circle texture, that's not doing it. Find buffer. Buffers dot circle. No, not rotating. Model view matrix. Model view matrix. Uniform. Whale. Let's follow. Let us follow the example. Uniform. Uniform. So that doesn't work for me because uniform locations. Use sampler. Want to try that? Try that. Draw a circle. Rotate circle matrix. Circle rotation. Give it a shot. Nope. Invalid operation does not match. Uniform. Type. Type does not match. All right, let's see. Let's see. Const rotate circle map for create. Rotate circle. Circle rotation. Uniform matrix for FV program info. Uniform location. Uniform locations. U sampler. Boss. Nope, didn't work. Okay. So again, it's spinning the camera at this point. Okay, so this is doing the position. So we're not gonna go with the vertex. We're gonna go with the position. Try position. Let's try position. Yeah, nothing is rotating. Hmm. Rotate circle matrix. Hmm. Yeah, let's add it to the shader. Model view matrix. Model rotation matrix. U model view matrix. U model rotation matrix. U model view matrix. U model rotation matrix. U matrix. Model rotation shader. Rotate the position. Multiply the position. Three FB. Vec 3. Can go with 3. A rotation. Mat 3. U model rotation. Model rotation matrix. Mat 3. Model rotation matrix. Model rotation matrix. Circle rotation. Circle position attribute. Form matrix 3 FB. Uniform matrix 3 FB. Matrix location. Model or program info.uniform location. Model rotation matrix. See, is it circle model rotation matrix? Yes. False model rotation matrix. Okay, so that's hooked up. U model rotation matrix. U model rotation matrix. U model rotation matrix is a mat 3. Let's do out. Okay. Oh no, we don't need that. So it's directly in the vertex GL position. Times x3 by the matrix x2 position. Yeah, let's just do map 4 so it's consistent. View, view, location. There, give it a shot. See what we get. Awesome. Awesome. Rotates. Great. So yeah, you see, I'm just using patterns that I see in the code and extending them to get what I want. Mm. So yeah, this is now drawing a circle that's rotating, a rotating circle, and it's rotating the circle by itself and not the whole camera. So that means the fruits can rotate independently of each other. Why is the fan spinning up? I need to check this. Okay, OBS. Yeah, it's good that it's not the application because that would be a bad indication. Okay. Uh, hmm. All right. I think the stream has gone on for just 1.5 hours, I believe. So it's a good stopping point. Um, get out while I'm ahead. Yeah, awesome. So I knocked two of these items out. Rotate object into the camera, and then we'll tackle the rest of these next time. Hmm. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm gonna do this one next. So I'm taking care of the WebGL questions that I have first before moving on to some of the other uh, uh, more like physics things, which is gonna be implemented using JavaScript. So thank you all again for watching. Let's check if there's any comments before we call it a day. Oh, okay. Well, thank you, Ben, for joining the stream. Thank you, Ahmed. Um, yeah, sorry I didn't catch you guys. Um, but yeah, uh, thank you for joining me in this journey, and I'll see you all next time. But again, before I forget, commit. Okay. Um, good. All right. See y'all next time.